Hey, shalom everyone. As we gather to reflect on Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, let us revisit its rich history and profound meaning. Hanukkah is not just a minor holiday in Jewish tradition. It's a powerful reminder of God's faithfulness, the resilience of His people, and the miraculous events that continue to inspire us today. Hanukkah dates back to the 2nd century BC, during the reign of Antiochus Epiphanes IV, ruler of the Seleucid Empire. Antiochus was an evil man, someone the prophet Daniel used as a prototype of the coming Antichrist. This man vented his rage on the Jewish people, suppressing their worship and desecrating the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. He placed an idol of Zeus inside the temple and committed the unthinkable, sacrificing a pig on the altar. His agenda included stealing from the temple treasury to fund his military pursuits and appointing his own high priest to enforce his decrees. But his actions sparked a revolt. In 167 BC, after Antiochus issued a decree outlawing the Mosaic religious practices, a Jewish priest named Mattathias, Matityahu in Hebrew, took a stand. He killed a Hellenized Jew who made sacrifices to idols and the Greek official enforcing the decree. Fleeing to the mountains with his 5 sons, Mattathias initiated a rebellion. Though he died a year later, his son, Judah Maccabee, nicknamed Maccabeus meaning hammer, continued the fight. Against overwhelming odds, Judah and his army, the Maccabees, defeated the Seleucid forces, liberating the temple in Jerusalem. They rededicated it to God, marking the triumph of faith and courage over persecution. As the Maccabees prepared to rededicate the Holy Temple, they encountered a challenge. According to tradition, they found only 1 day's worth of consecrated oil to relight the menorah. Yet in an act of divine provision, the oil burned for 8 days, enough time to prepare a new supply. This miraculous event is commemorated in the lighting of the menorah during Hanukkah, with 1 additional candle lit each night. The word Hanukkah means dedication. It celebrates the rededication of the temple and reminds us of the steadfast faith of God's people. As I mentioned earlier, this story also has a prophetic dimension. In Daniel 11 verses 31 to 32, we read, "And forces shall be mustered by him, and they shall defile the sanctuary fortress. Then they shall take away the daily sacrifices and place there the abomination of desolation. Those who do wickedly against the covenant he shall corrupt with flattery. But the people who know their God shall be strong and carry out great exploits." Many scholars believe that this prophecy refers to Antiochus and the Maccabees, highlighting the enduring struggle between faithfulness to God and the pressures of the world. Today, Hanukkah is marked by the lighting of the Hanukkah or the Hanukkah menorah, each night for 8 nights. Families enjoy foods cooked in oil such as potato pancakes, latkes, and donuts, sufganiyot, in honor of the miracle of the oil. Children play with a dreidel, a spinning top with Hebrew letters symbolizing the phrase, "A great miracle happened there." In Israel, Hanukkah unites communities through ceremonies and celebrations. Hanukkah's significance extends beyond Jewish tradition. In John 10, verses 22 to 23, we read about Jesus attending the Feast of Dedication in Jerusalem. This shows his connection to the themes of faith and dedication central to Hanukkah. The courage of the Maccabees, who remained faithful during persecution, foreshadowed the steadfastness of Jesus' disciples who faced severe trials for their faith. The eternal flame of the menorah during Hanukkah points to Jesus as the light of the world. He embodies God's presence among us, offering the eternal light of life to all who believe. Hanukkah reminds us of two essential truths: dedication and light. Romans 12 verses 1 and 2 calls us to offer our lives as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is our act of dedication, remaining faithful to Him in a world that often opposes His truth. Matthew 5 verses 14 to 16 reminds us to let our light shine. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Just as the menorah shines brightly, proclaiming God's miracles, we are called to be lights in the world, glorifying God through our actions. As we reflect on the meaning of Hanukkah, let us embrace its lessons. Let's rededicate our hearts to God, standing firm in His truth no matter the challenges we face. Let us also commit to being His light, bringing hope, love, and truth to those around us. If this message inspires you, I encourage you to share it with others. Spread the story of Hanukkah and its message of faithfulness and courage. Consider how you can be a light in someone's life through acts of kindness and sharing the gospel. The story of Hanukkah teaches us that even in the darkest times, God's light cannot be extinguished. May we carry the light forward, shining brightly in our dedication to Him. Shalom, and may God bless you richly this season.